cue. The first part of the habit loop is the cue. It's the initial thing that starts the chain of events that will end with us doing, or hopefully not doing, this particular thing. It's that it's a certain time of day, that we arrive at a certain location, that we've just done something else, that something reminds us, we see something, we feel a certain way. Something happens that starts that thought process that maybe we should do this thing, that creates the desire for it, that leads to us doing it. And if we're looking to create a new habit, we want to define a definite cue and make it as visible as possible. If we're looking to stop or reduce an existing habit, we want to make that cue as hidden as possible. So for the existing habit that you're looking to change, get clear on what the cue is. What happens that starts again that chain of events, that thought process, that desire to do the thing? Is it you've arrived a certain place, you've seen a certain thing, you're feeling a certain way? It's a time of day, there's a reminder of some sort, and whatever that thing is, how can you make it so you're exposed to that cue less often? How can you see that thing less? If seeing cake on the side creates a desire to eat it, which often leads to you eating it, how can we make it so we just see it less? We don't have it in the house, or it's hidden. Same with drinking. How can we make it so that whatever that initial stage is, it happens less often? That we don't see the drink when we open the cupboard, that we don't feel the way that we do when we feel the need for a drink, and so on. Again, whatever your habit you're looking to change, what's the cue? If you haven't come up with a defined cue, you're going to struggle to change what happens thereafter. And for the thing you're looking to do more of, when does it happen? Under what circumstances? A nice little way to think of it is the phrase, when X, I will Y. It's called an implementation intention. So the thing that you intend to do, when will it happen? What will remind you of that? Again, is it a time of day? Is it a reminder on your phone? An example recently, I've struggled over the last several months to create a habit of regularly applying a cream to my nail that I've got an infection on. And I realized I was just trying to remember to do it. So now I have a note on my phone, on my calendar, that reminds me at roughly the time of day that I wake up on each day of the week. And I've done it now for about the last 20 or 30 days in a row. And it's pretty much set as a habit. I don't need that reminder anymore because I've done it so many times from the cue I gave myself. The cue could be straight after something else. It's what's called piggyback an existing habit. It could be we do this thing after cleaning our teeth, after getting home, after putting the kids to bed, whatever it may be. But summary, your habit has or needs a cue. If you just forget to do it, there was no defined cue there, or not a very good one at least. How can you make the cue for the new habit as visible as possible? How can you make it so you just don't forget that chain of thought at the very least is created? Or for the existing habit you're looking to stop or do less of, how can you make it so that cue is hidden, you're exposed to it less often?